I'm Luke Summerhays, and I love Rattata. I think one of my earliest memories of Pokemon involves Rattata. The Pokemon phenomenon was just sweeping my school for the first time. Everyone who was anyone had Pokemon cards to trade in the playground, and I'd somehow missed the whole thing. What was this new thing everyone was talking about? I had to pretend to know what it was, obviously, or people wouldn't think I was cool. I overheard my classmate, Luke Wilkinson, say, I wouldn't trade anything for a Rattata. And I piped in with a little gag. I'd trade a Rattata for a Rattata. It got a laugh. Everyone assumed I knew what Pokemon was. My street cred was secured. And who's the uncool one now? I'm 27 years old and I'm sat on my bedroom floor talking about Pokemon on the internet. What's Luke Wilkinson doing? Playing football professionally for Luton Town. Oh. Rattata is, like Pidgey, an early game Pokemon that just replicates a real animal. It looks like a rat, it acts like a rat. The Pokédex entries read like things people say about real rats. Will chew on anything with its fangs. If you see one, it is certain that 40 more live in the area. It eats everything. Wherever food is available, it will settle down and produce offspring continuously. That's Rattata basically. It's a cute little purple rat. I expect most of us caught one early on to make up the numbers, and I expect we all replaced it with something more elemental and exciting later on in our quest across Kanto. Of course, so far I've been talking about the masses, the generic Rattata that make up 99% of the population. The top percentile of Rattata are different. Someone who understands this is youngster Joey. Infamous among players of Pokemon Gold, Silver and Crystal, youngster Joey is one of the first trainers encountered in the game. After defeating him, he'll ask for your phone number, so he can call you up and update you on how his Rattata's training is going, and how special and top tier it is. Periodically, he'll even challenge you to a rematch against his one solitary Pokemon. It was actually joyous when he called me up just before I battled the Elite Four, and I went back to him to face his now level 35 Raticate. Honestly, I think Joey should have been the league champion instead of Lance. Even Joey's Rattata evolved into Raticate. Raticate has a more distinctive look than Rattata. It's chubby and furry, with webbed feet like river rodents. It has big front teeth that it uses for the surprisingly powerful Hyper Fang, which often feels like Raticate's signature move. The Pokédex entries still mostly talk about Raticate the same way people talk about real rats. It steals food and lives in riverbanks and chews on everything. It gets a bit more extreme though. In Pokemon Gold, the Dex entry reads, gnaws on anything with its tough fangs. It can even topple concrete buildings by gnawing on them. As well as our boy youngster Joey, another famous Raticate trainer was Gary, or Blue, or Smeghead, or Norris, or whatever you named your rival. In the original Game Boy games, the rival has a Rattata and then a Raticate in the first few battles. This Pokemon is gone from his team at, perhaps coincidentally, the point in the game when the player meets their rival at Pokemon Tower. Pokemon Tower, in Lavender Town, is a cemetery where people pay their respects to dead Pokemon. The rival even comments on this, asking if you were there because one of your Pokemon has died. Coupling this with his disappearing Raticate, internet communities have suggested that the rival's Raticate died, or, even more grim, that the player actually killed it in the previous battle aboard the SS Anne. Dark. Speaking of dark, in the 7th generation of games we are introduced to regional variations of the original Pokemon for the first time. In Alola, Rattata and Raticate have spread and become a real pest. This is reflective of rats in real-world Hawaii, which aggressively attack crops and were a genuine concern. What this means for us is that we can catch a black, dark-type Rattata in Pokemon Sun and Moon. It can also evolve into a dark-type Raticate, which, in Pokemon Moon, even serves as a totem Pokemon for the first trial. The Pokédex entries continue to read like real-life descriptions of rats. Here they are presented as a little more aggressive, so as to reflect the dark type and the Hawaiian rats. More amusingly, Alolan and Rattata, and especially Raticate, are presented as connoisseurs. They steal food, sure, but only the best and freshest food. A restaurant having a Raticate is apparently a sign that they serve good food. I can't help but think of Disney Pixar's Ratatouille. I might not have known what a Rattata was when I first heard about the trading card, but I certainly know what one is now. Music for Luke Loves Pokemon was created by Jonathan Cromie. Artwork for the show is by Katie Groves. If you're interested and you enjoy the show, please do give us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes, and share this podcast with your Pokemon-loving friends. If you have anything to say about the next Pokemon we'll be covering, Ekans and Spearow, or if there's any other Pokemon you love, let me know all about it. I'm on Twitter and Facebook at LukeLovesPKMN, and you can email the show at lukelovespkmn@gmail.com. I love Rattata, and remember, I love you too.